Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to the first episode of my new series, Move Like a Minimalist. I'm moving in about 10 days now, and I have lived in my current apartment for 3 years with some roommates. And the challenges that have come along with that in the face of minimalism is the longer you live in a place, the more opportunity there is for things to accumulate. You can see a pile of stuff, a bookshelf of stuff, a set of drawers full of communal stuff, and not feel like you need to be held accountable. So in the past few days, as I've started my packing, I have really discovered how much stuff I have and clutter I have that is sitting around that I haven't taken responsibility for because out of sight, out of mind. So in this first episode, I'm going to be showing you what I have done to start packing in the past few days, how I have decluttered some problem areas, and just how to pack like a minimalist and not spend your money on resources that you seem to need for packing, but just doing everything super simple, being very honest about what you need to bring to your next apartment. So let's get started. It's April 15th and I'm moving in on May 1st, and today I'm going to go and grab some boxes so I can start a little bit of preliminary packing. And I believe as a minimalist you should never buy something if you can get it used and free, so we're going to my local grocery store that I know you can grab boxes from their deliveries or stuff like that. They don't need them anymore and I can definitely use them, so I'm going to go grab them now. I got my boxes. I didn't film during it because it was a bit of a process. I went to the No Frills and I just saw a worker who was unboxing some product, and I asked him if I could have some of the boxes and he was happy to have them taken off his hands, so I took them. I took 4 large ones because I don't have that much stuff and I'm not going to do all the packing yet. So I took the streetcar a couple stops, and yeah, I just couldn't film any of that because I was that person on the subway that everybody else hates. There was this old woman that was clearly just really unhappy with her life that just kept kicking my boxes. Sometimes you just have to do awkward things if you want to get stuff for cheap and reused and not just buy new boxes, because I think that's crazy. I recommend if you have a car, use that, but for me, I'm just making it work. So about 2 weeks out from the move, I made this moving checklist so I can make sure I do everything that I need to do. I divided it into sections. At the top are things that I can do right away, and then I have closer to move, things to do on moving day, etc. So far I have done the kitchen. I'm working on the kitchen a little bit more today, and I'm going through the communal drawers and documents, which I've found to be kind of the hardest part of the move because it's where things hide the most in plain sight. I put together my first box and I decided that I'd start with the kitchenware because that is stuff that I won't be using until I move because we have so much of it here. We have enough for 3 people. So I just took the things that are mine, which is a selection of jars and stuff like that. I know it looks like a lot of jars, but since I use them for so many things like storage, drinking out of, putting in the kombucha that I'm fermenting in the smaller glass-sized jars, I think that variety of different sizes would be good for my partner and and I think it's silly to go out and buy jars and glassware when you already have so many at home, in my case, and a lot of them come with like jams and stuff in them, or if you buy a drink you can just wash out the jar and use that instead of buying anything brand new. So I'm bringing them all along, and of course I can always reassess if I have more than I need. And I just went through my cupboards and took out all of my mugs, these 4 mugs here, and so I'm going to see if I can fit those in. These are the dishes I'm taking with me. I just went through the cupboards. These ones I've actually had since I moved out. I bought 2 big plates, 2 small plates, and 1 bowl, and they've been with me ever since. And yes, a lot of them have a little chip in it, but they still work perfectly fine, so I'm bringing them with me to the new place. Another of my tips that might seem obvious is just to use newspaper that, like the flyers that come in your mail that you would have to recycle anyways, to pack, because, you know, we always want to be reusing. Okay guys, it's April 19th and I'm continuing my prep for the move. Today I'm going through all my books, journals, and old school supplies. I graduated college literally 4 years ago, but I just discovered I have so much stuff that was just sitting in this house that I've lived in for 3 years, and I never took the time to go through it. So that's what I'm doing today, going through all of that and seeing what is worthy of packing. And I have to say, I'm a bit embarrassed right now that I thought I was a minimalist, because so much stuff can just be hiding in plain sight. But today I did do an inventory of that, and I'm shocked at how much I found. Here are all the books and binders and documents and things that I found in that cube shelf that are mine to go through. So what I'm going to do now is go through what I need to actually keep, and then I'll show you everything that is going. It was honestly really shocking for me to see that I had so much stuff just sitting on the shelf, like out of sight, out of mind. I think that can happen a lot when you're living with a lot of other people, and the whole space, you don't have ownership over it, so you don't really feel like you have control over organizing it, and things may feel, in my experience, that they can get cluttered all the time, and you just feel like, you know what, I don't live by myself, so I can't fully control this. But clearly for me, it just had some ambiguity around it, like thinking, is this stuff mine, or this is just stuff that's there? Here's my one box of books that's coming. It looks like it might be a lot, but it's all my journals, all my self-improvement books, the few like physical books that I have, and then some textbooks about like acting and then self-improvement, and some plays that I have. So yeah, it looks kind of like a lot for a minimalist. I'm kind of surprised at how much I own, but I did go through it, and I do want to keep all of this for the moment. I'll probably do a second pass when I do end up moving. Over here, I'm just using my shelf as a holder for things that I'm getting rid of and donating. These are all journals that are going to be recycled. And over here, I have a bunch of books and things that I am going to donate. I just finished going through all my old school supplies that I still had for some reason. And this is all the documents that I'm going to recycle, just like old scripts, sheet music, stuff like that. And I'm keeping just a few documents that are still useful to me, and these are some empty binders and folders that might still be useful as well. This set of drawers is a perfect example of what I was talking about in the intro, of communal spaces where you, as a minimalist living with others, may have found a lot of stuff that is surprising to be yours has just been stuffed in. So I haven't cleared out these drawers in a while, so we're gonna see what inside them is mine. So that wasn't so bad. This is all the stuff that belonged to me in that set of communal drawers, and it's just like craft stuff and pens and pencils and tools and stuff like that. Alright guys, it's April 27th and shit is getting real. I'm moving in with my boyfriend, so we have a few different beds at our disposal, like mine or his, and we decided to use his because it has drawers, so there's good storage space, which is a good minimalism tip. So my parents actually came by today to take home my bed, and for the next couple nights I'm going to be sleeping on the floor / couch, but I'll show you what my room's looking like. That's it. This big thing over here is a mirror that my parents gave to me, so it's like a huge mirror that's going to look fantastic in our new place. I have the shelf that I'm taking along as well that's going to go on the wall for coats and bags and stuff like that. This is an area that I need to sort through. It's just a lot of stuff that needs to continue to be packed, and there's some pillows there that I'm keeping to stay comfortable on the floor tonight, but I am going to get rid of because they're very old. I haven't updated my pillows, and my partner has some nice ones. And over here, I have to really pack up that vanity, and there's some more packing to do over here, but it is coming along. The good thing is I've already finished packing everything that is in the communal rooms of the house, so this and my closet is really it. We're like 3 days out from the move, and I'm feeling very good.